And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're continuing the food ranking videos, and we're going favourites, Cadbury favourites. It's a bit unusual, you wouldn't really read about it, but there's plenty of variety, so that's why we're going to be ranking our top 5 favourites, with the exception of one absolutely shithouse one. We're just going to be chucking one in the bin. So with that being said, there's some good varieties, there might be some disrespect, some controversial calls. If it's anything like last week's video, you might want to turn the volume down. But yeah, without further ado, I reckon we get straight into it. First of all, we're going to kick off with our
top 5.
we're going to kick off with
Shocker.
So we're going to remove our worst, and I'm going to start things off. I've got a two-way tie here.
Ooh.
I've got the Turkish delight.
Oh.
And I've got the cherry ripe.
Ooh.
And you know what? They can just get stuffed.
Alright, well, our opinions on this.
Because they're not chocolate. There's just fruit inside. When you have a favourite, you want chocolate, not fruity.
This is a hard call for me because I'm actually a fan of every single favourite chocolate. So instead of actually throwing one out, I'm going to give an honourable mention. And the honourable mention goes to Turkish Delight. So, you know, you're a good chocolate, but you're not good enough to make top 5. So, there you go, mate.
For me, I don't hate both those calls there. They're in-betweeners for me. I don't hate any of them either. But my big hatred one is the old mate, the picnic.
Ooh, that's
now,
bold.
some of you will not like this call, but I do not rate picnics. I don't know. I'm not a massive fan of nuts in chocolate. I don't know, but don't really get around the picnic. So they're going in the bin.
well, that wipes the board clean, which gets us going into the fresh slate, the top 5 of favourite Cadbury chocolate of all time. Starting from this side of the room, I'm going to kick things off, and I'm going the flake.
Not a bad call. Maybe a bit low.
They should be higher, but you see, look at the size of it. It's tiny. The flake's tiny, and you open it up, and half the chocolate's gone before by the time you even open it up.
I'm going to agree with you there, punter. Flake as well.
It's a solid tasting.
Most texturally appealing.
Everything about it's good, other than the execution.
Yeah.
So we're going to put flake at number 5. They're not
Standard
bad.
chocolate flavour.
We'll keep them over
Can't
here.
go wrong.
Just get into some tucker at the end.
And then my number 5, it's maybe a bit low for some people's liking. It's a caramello.
Ooh.
Now, I love caramel myself, but when I think caramel, I don't really think about it, the dairy milk caramel in a favourites box. I more think of a caramel koala or something like that.
definitely.
If there was a caramel koala in there, that would be
Yeah.
higher, but this one, it's not as good, but it's still caramel, so it's still in my top 5.
Yeah,
nah.
not too bad.
Right, that call. Number 4's. It's going to be nice and quick today. I'm going a bit out there. I'm going plain.
He's gone flake and plain.
I'm going plain because if you want something that just you just want chocolate, you go the plain, because that's all it is. It's just milk chocolate. You're going in and you just break it off. If you want to really have some fun with it, you chew one in and then you just suck on one at the other end. So
I don't know about you, but I thought it's a bit high. Like it's just so standard.
I find a flake chocolate, which is the standard chocolate flavour, has the creases, which actually just aerates the inside the mouth, which creates a bit more flavour. So you know, the
plain
science
for me.
behind it, flake should just be better than
Plain for me, number 4.
Number 4. Now if you asked me last year what my number 4 would be, my number 1 would be, it would be Dream. But this time, it's actually slid down to number 4.
I've got to say,
Respectable chocolate.
that is a brilliant call. I would have had number 1 Dream as well, but the white chocolate's just really not doing as much as it
it's
used to
just
for me.
sliding it down a little bit. Maybe a bit sweet on the old palate, but
I'm going to put it out there.
number
It's
4
not
nonetheless.
on my list at all, the Dream.
That's a massive
That-
call.
it's a
I
massive
don't
call.
know about that.
It's a massive call. The Dream, not even on my list, so there you go.
Alright, so number 4 for me, we got the Moro. Now the Moro, it's a questionable. I question putting it in the top 5, and I put it at 4. It's pretty much Mars bar. Did you say too low or too high?
Too low. It's a poor man's Mars bar, but it's still good.
Too high? Yeah. Oh, so for me, in my opinion, if the Mars bar was in here, that's top 2, top 3. But the Moro, it's just an average version of it. I don't like it as much. I probably could have slid it out of the top 5, but I have it in there. So that's-
Nah, good call. Get around tomorrow. Number 3, we're going into the big things, and I'm going. It might be a bit too high for some people's likings. Let me just find it.
Special
We're gonna do it a
mentions
3-way tie. We're gonna do a tie for third.
Yeah.
Tie for third. We're gonna do a Moro and a Caramello. Caramello, just like H said, it's like a Caramello koala, which you get around. So, and it's got the beautiful dairy milk chocolate at the end. So Caramello, number 3, and Moro. It's like a Mars bar. Everyone loves a Mars bar. It's the dairy milk version of a Mars bar, which you get around. And yeah, chuck the Moro in there at number 3 too.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go with you on the old tie for third place. Now, you may be saying, what are you doing pairing a Boost and an old gold?
Oh no! Oh my
Dark
god!
chocolate in the top 5! A dark chocolate in the top 5!
Now
But
might
I'm
be your
telling
time
you,
to turn the
explain me.
volume down.
I'm telling you, chocolates are just so moody. Like, sometimes you're not feeling something sweet. Sometimes an old gold can be that good.
Have you
sometimes.
aged 60 years in the last 5 minutes?
But then,
We got a
but then
60-year-old.
I've never known someone under the age of 40 to like old gold chocolate. That is
I
absurd.
just crack it open now. You
Oh
know?
my
Oh.
god.
But then a Boost 2, the
Oh, gold
crunch
for
on
me.
it,
That's going to the bin.
the crunch on a Boost is elite. So yeah, cheeky tie.
In my
Boost.
opinion,
Can I just say, Boost at 3 for me is too low.
same here. So number 3 for myself, we're gonna go with Flake.
Fair.
Flake is a very average chocolate. You'll love, you'll love the texture on it. It really goes well in the mouth. Obviously, Plunkett just said lacks in size, and it's just pretty plain. So number 3 Flake, pretty good. Could have been better.
Top 2. It's time, and we're gonna take you on a short story here. You open the favourites box at Christmas time, and what do you look for? The golden orange crunchy wrapper.
Can't agree with you anymore.
Oh, the crunchy. What have you got your heads in your hands for? Unless it's at number 1, which I can respect. If this hasn't even made your list, I will lose my mind.
Probably the fan favourite.
I'm
to be
hoping
fair.
to see it at number 2 or number 1 for you, but the crunchy, it's the honeycomb. It's the coated dairy milk chocolate with the honeycomb in the middle.
Flavors just rebound
What
off
more could you want
each
from
other
it?
in perfect union, and it's my
It's-
number 2 as well.
It's
my
number
bad.
2. Oh, well, here's cheers to the crunchy. Hey,
You gotta love it.
I'm getting a bit nervous for your number 2. What's your number 2?
Now I can't say I get around. I can't say I get around the crunchy. It just doesn't. It's good. I probably could have snuck it into my
Are
top
you saying
5.
it's not on your list?
It's not on my list.
I'm
Crunchy. It just doesn't do it for me. It's just the honeycomb. It's too much honeycomb. Not enough chocolate in my opinion.
Giddy aunt.
Doesn't even fit in your mouth sometimes.
Ah, jeez,
It's a
small
2
mouth,
bite. It's a 2
small
bite.
mouth.
It's a 2 bite. That's like last week.
I
you
want a
said-
1 bite.
Then what's your 2?
Okay, so
This
number
is
2,
interesting.
I'm going Dream. So my Dream has done it for me all the time. Back in the day, it used to be number 1. It's so good.
It is good.
White chocolate. Some people don't get around it, but I really get around white chocolate. Tastes very well. Very good in the mouth. Got the 2 little blocks in it. That always does it for me. When you see a Dream in the box, you're happy to get that one open.
Yeah, definitely.
Alrighty. The number 1 favourites chocolate. This could turn some heads. I said the Boost chocolate was too low before. It's good it's the number 1 chocolate. It's good it's the number 1 chocolate. I'm going to crack one open right now. H, I'm gathering that it's your number 1 too. So
And
why don't
while
you
I'm
join
here,
me?
we'll join
Why
me.
don't you join me?
Get
We're
me
gonna
in.
I
have,
panicked there. I thought
we're
something.
gonna have a Boost.
Having a boost. What a great
Have a
chocolate.
look inside. You've got the log, you've got the caramel, and then you've got the biscuit to top things off.
The chocolate, the caramel, the biscuit. What more can you
I
want?
think we get it.
It is the
Rolls
best.
great in the mouth.
You get around
I think
it.
it's time we
Especially
I
going
think it's
on
time we really get the show cranking, and we say number 1 goes none other than the Moro.
Oh!
The Cadbury Mars bar, the Moro chocolate, the Cadbury Mars bar. It's something else. Look at that! Look at that! That's a good chocolate.
Oh no! Now I rate the Moro, but number 1.
It's a poor man's Mars bar.
But still in Mars bar territory.
Putting that ahead of the Boost, the crunchy.
It barely even
It's
has the
so-
Mars bar caramel.
Look at it, it's flat as a pancake.
Look, you've got the nougat, the caramel, the outside chocolate coating.
I guess I can get around that. Oh, well, there's your favourites. There's the top 5 favourites. Get your feet off the desk. Probably not as controversial as the last one, but still plenty of big calls. We're gonna continue the food ranking series. We've done shapes last week. If you haven't seen that already, go watch it. For favourites this week, our favourites chocolate this week, and we don't really know what could be there next time.
So drop a comment.
Drop a comment what we're going to do. Someone actually said to move past food and go to ranking Australian states.
I mean,
So-
I get around that.
So we might see that one in the future, but for now it's got the chocolate. Comment below your favourite chocolate favourites. And yeah, until next time, we'll see you in the next one. So catch up. That was a good
Oh no, I was trying to hit it.